All right, so today we're going to take a look at the My Reports section of the Advisor HQ. So our advisor Deb here is logged in, so we're just going to go to My Account, and the system knows that she is an advisor, so we'll click on Advisor HQ, and then we'll go to My Reports, the very first choice on the left nav. And so this is what you're going to see when you go to your new My Reports section. So this is pretty sexy stuff. This is your dashboard, and we're going to talk about this first. So these tiles, starting with the blue one, are all in real time. So these 4 tiles across the top, if you have changes, if you place an order, a customer places an order, a member of your team places an order, you will see those things reflected here. And so this first one, you'll see monthly earnings. And if you see these 3 little dots, you can just tap that and up will pop your weekly earnings. So you know exactly where you stand on both weekly and monthly. Next, you'll see your account balance. And on the back of that tile, your personal sales needed to reach the next earnings level. For handy reference here, you'll see that there is the chart for your country. This is the US for this example. And you'll see that Deb is right at the cusp of moving up to the 30% earnings level. And this tells her how much more she has to go to reach that. Next is monthly personal sales. And on the back is how many customers have ordered this month. And then finally, monthly group sales, and then how many team members you have. So now if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see new advisors in the last 6 months. In this case, Deb is a test account for us, and so one of her December advisors resigned just so that we could test that resignation. So that's why, if you recall that her team size here is 2, that is real because we had one of her December advisors resign. So just for those of you who like to reconcile those things. So now this is brand spanking new, and we have some team members who are really excited and proud, and we have to love it. So for those of you who have been with Creative Memories for a while, you know that after your first year of being an advisor, every advisor goes into a rolling account balance. So that means that your account balance always reflects the prior 12 months that you've been doing business. And so each day, the same day the year before, rolls off. And so that's what this is reflecting. So you can see that for January of this year, Deb does not have any orders falling off. So her account balance will not change, and she will stay at the same commission level. And so she had, a couple of small orders, February of March, of the prior year, which will be rolling off. This shows how her account balance will reflect that. If nothing else changes, we would expect that Deb would probably be placing orders between January and March that would make up for any amount rolling off. But then you can see she didn't have orders April through October, but then placed a very large order in November. And so if she doesn't plan to replace that large order, then in November she would drop a level down to level 1. So just a really handy at a glance view to be able to see where you're tracking. And then if you would like to get down even into the nitty gritty, you can check on the month there. You can just click on it, and then you can see by day where the orders are. So if you have a really, really active business and you like to see that level of detail, or you like to, plan your month or your weeks, then you can just easily click on that to open and close it. And then, of course, you can download a daily CSV, which is going to probably be a pretty big file. Or if you just want to have this at a glance, you can download a monthly view. So now we're getting into your mini dashboard. And so you'll note here that those tiles, those are real time. The mini dashboard updates every night. And so at 2 a.m. Central Time, all of the transactions for the days will be run in order to populate this mini dashboard. And so it's got many of the same things that the tiles do. It's got your account balance, your earnings level, the percentage that you are earning based on your level. So at level 2, Deb's earning 25% on her personal and customer and 5% on her team, how many advisors are on her team, and then who her upline is. So in this case, Deb is just direct to home office. And so you'll see here then dates. Her last customer order date was in December. The date that she joined was a couple of years ago in January. And so then her renew by date is coming up at the end of January. She hasn't had any activity for the week, and so those would be 0. But then for her monthly stats, this shows her earnings. She's, earned $10. Again, these are on the tiles at the top. For personal account credits, and this is just an anomaly of testing, because she hasn't reached the threshold for earnings to earn the personal account credit, this should actually be a 0, but it is just part of it being a test account. So don't want to throw anybody off with that. So if she wants to earn her next personal account credit, this is $2,000 for the US. Of course, it is different for the US and Canada, but you would see the appropriate stats for your country. Here, again, she sees her group monthly sales. And then if her team, if she's running a team incentive and they're going, for a certain level of sales or something like that, she can see the distance that she's got to go for the next account credit, and then any product achievements that she's earned. And so here, if you're going through your dashboard and you're getting excited about all your numbers, here is also a quick link to charts and graphs, but we're going to talk about that in a separate section. And so that is the dashboard. Next, we're going to move on to My Account.